All right, in today's episode, we're going to start installing our wood stove. We're the end of September, and we've been trying to get everything else buttoned up outside and everything in here before we started on this. So the first step is we initially got this thing exactly centered in the corner. And this is where I would like to have had it, but you have to be 2 inches away from like our joists, our rafters up there. So it means we're going to have to move this thing over to this side. So it's going to take us off center a little bit, so it's not going to look as aesthetically pleasing, but hopefully it's not going to be too awful bad. And I've got the chimney pipe here leveled perfectly, so I can kind of see. And once we get this thing figured out exactly where it needs to be, because all the stores are out of, this is 6-inch pipe, I believe it is, they're all out of it everywhere. So,
from Homer all the way to Kenai.
Yeah, so we're going to have to make a trip somewhere else, or I don't know what we're going to do for sure, but we need one more piece of this. So what I'm going to do is I've got a plumb line here. I'm going to hold it up there to the ceiling, run it straight down till it's right in the middle of, probably the middle down here, and I'll take this off because I'm going to have the stovepipe, figure out a way to get the stovepipe up there from the center of my line, however I'm going to do this, and then measure to make sure I'm my 2 inches off.
We're just kind of winging it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it. It's going to be a bit of a pain. It's going to be a little bit of a back and forth to try to get this sorted out. So yeah, because we're running right up the edge of it. Is it on?
Yeah.
So we'll try to move it where I think it should go. We basically just need to run just that way. So kind of like just go dragging it. So 1, 2, 3. All right, stop right there.
I think it's gonna go back though.
You know what? I think we're about our 2 inches. Let's. I know. What was it supposed to be off the wall? Do you remember what the measurement was off the wall? Because we have to have, remember the air gap back here.
Yeah.
So we'll have to look up what our measurement is there.
Yeah, I think it was like 18 inches.
Well, we need to know that for sure, because wherever that paperwork is for the stove. There we go. But this is still going to be in the way of our plumb line. Yeah. So it's still not going to work. I can get it off.
What's going to be? The ladder will be?
It was going to be.
Oh.
I guess if I done it like this, I probably could have left the thing up there.
Okay, so we figured out the corners of the stove have to be 11 inches away from the wall.
I believe the ancient Egyptians even used these to plumb in their wood stoves. Actually, I think they did use these when building the pyramids. A plumb line. Not that anyone cares. Just saying. You have to take down some of the
insulation
and that's going to be a pain.
Yeah.
This ladder sucks.
Well, it's just there's not really anywhere to position it. I guess we shouldn't have stapled it so much.
Well, the biggest problem is that it's still going to be like hanging in my way.
Yeah. Unless you take it way back, then it won't be hanging in your way.
And I need a new pocket knife. My old SOG or SOG, whatever you call it, is pretty beat. So what's everybody carry? Drop me a comment. Tell me what kind of pocket knife you guys like. Need something that's durable. I always break the tips off, and it's probably just inevitable and user error, but...
Well, you use it to pry stuff open.
Yeah, I know. Which you're not supposed to do.
No.
Give me the stapler. I'm gonna staple it.
The stapler.
Up and out of the way. really. Alright, that'll be better than... Oh, really?
Nope, that's not gonna work.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah. Oh, let's get down here and see. Where's it landing?
I'll spin. Should try to stop it and then let it straighten itself out.
Wow, it just keeps spinning.
You know, I did not bring up here was anything to mark the ceiling with.
Well, why does it keep spinning so much? Is the rope's all twisted, I guess?
Yeah, we gotta...
Well, I don't know. I mean,
You know what? We're
pretty close to the middle. I mean,
move the stove back then. Well,
yeah,
you know,
I mean,
I don't know what we're 6 inches. Stovepipe is 6 inches. The inner diameter is 6 inches.
Yeah.
So put that on 3 inches. That takes us over to there. So that gives us way more than our 2
Yeah.
inches. So we can actually go back that way a little bit.
Okay, well, that's good.
So let's do that.
Okay. Well, so what do you need? A Sharpie or something?
Yeah. I'm going to have to put a screw in. Something. Alright, so I moved this thing over just a little bit this way. So I'm going to run back up there, run the plumb line back down and see. I said, because I really would rather have this. Actually, almost takes us back to the middle. Which I'm not sure if that's right. That feels like it's where we started from. This stupid insulation is in the way.
Yeah, it is. Did you get your pen?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
it.
What? You're moving way over. Yeah.
Alright, see if you can get it to stop right there. Just keep letting it.
It's pretty close to the middle there.
I think so. I'm gonna make a mark. Now look how out of whack we are.
I was moving around a lot because you're moving.
Yeah. Alright, see if you can steady it again. I think it's my mark's off though. So it's hard. I can't see the exact from up here. It looks like it's more towards the back.
I don't know. I mean, we can't really see the exact either. I don't know. That looks pretty darn close to me.
Let me drop that thing down. Let me get
Yeah.
a screw. I'm gonna screw up in there. Let's see
Yeah.
if that's gonna work.
And we still, I think, we have to make a hearth. Put the cement board on with the space. That's like inch space. Still gotta figure out something to put on the wall. I don't know what.
Wall coverings.
Yeah, some kind of wall covering. You gonna wrap it around there? Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Can you make it longer?
Yeah.
There, like maybe just, yeah, right there. You can see it better.
Right there.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Shoot.
Got it?
Yeah, I mean that's roughly. It's off to the side a little bit.
All right.
Let that thing spin down a bit
Yeah,
and
it's gonna
see.
spin a while. But, so there's a string. We put a screw in up there and wrapped it around it. So once it stops spinning,
Moving around.
we'll be able to, yeah, it's moving all over the place.
I think that is pretty close.
Yeah. Might be a little more towards the front.
Yeah, it is a little.
Yeah.
Trying to decide. Okay, hold the.
What?
That's probably pretty close, I think. Close enough. Because I don't want to go any further back because it's going to take us too close to the rafter. So this will probably be fine. We can always move the stove out a fuzz if we need to. Because what I need to do is now center up the stovepipe on that thing somehow. I don't really know how exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Not having the whole amount of pipe sucks because I can't just hook it up on there and then let it run all the way down and see if I'm exactly where I need to be. So I don't really know what to do here. I guess I'm just going to take this thing down now, try to hook the stovepipe back on.
Hook what back on?
Put the stovepipe back on because now we kind of know that we're pretty close.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me set you guys down. We'll put the stovepipe. Oh, are you gonna get the stovepipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thing is,
What?
well, you know what I can do? Once I get this thing leveled, again, I can run the longer level probably up and see how close we are to the edge. As long as we're at least 2 inches.
That's what they say.
We're okay. All right, I think. Yeah, I think we're pretty good right here. Try to keep that thing.
I won't touch it.
Making sure we're close enough for that thing. I said it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I just want to see if I'm going to be getting. See, having that piece up there kind of, it sticks out a bit much.
What piece? What are you talking
This
about?
thing here.
Oh, the connector piece.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out. Oh, we're plenty.
Yeah.
Because this thing's what? These are 1 inch and or 2 and like 1/4 inches. So
We got plenty of room.
yeah, we're at like if I run that thing, that's level.
Oh.
2 that's 2 1/4 inches, and then we got another like what, 2 inches there. So I guess it's like 4 inches away from it. So
Okay,
we're
well,
good right
good.
there.
Okay.
Then we got to make a little box up here too. So this here we'll use that as the one side of the box, and I got to frame in across here, and I think I'm gonna have to put something else across there too in the middle, and then I'll probably line it with some metal I have outside too, and it's just I guess for the heat. And then I got to figure out how to make my hole up here yet too. I'm not really sure how to go about that because I need to trace it. But I guess I have to trace that one, the bigger one.
This
But there's a way to do a circle on it. Because this is the outer diameter of this thing is 8 inches. So we need to make an 8-inch hole in the roof. Now it's scary cutting a hole in our expensive roof.
Yes, it is. It is very scary.
Even more scary is how expensive all this stuff was. Thank goodness we got a deal on a used stove, but just this piece, which this here is going to sit on top of the roof, runs down through the roof, and this screws to the roof there, and then our black pipe hooks to the bottom of that. This will sit on top of that, and then it all runs up through this here, like this. And then this is a storm collar. This thing goes around this and hooks on, and then we put sealant around it, and this is to keep any water from getting down and around the pipe. But it's got to be able to breathe, they say. You know, it's got to be air circulating around it. So just that, and our topper was, just guess. How much was it, Mama?
$378.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Just for those three, make sure for this piece, that, and the storm collar.
Not the black piece. That's it. Just those things right there.
Not the black piece. We already had the black piece.
No, I said not the black piece. That's what I was saying. And then this will fit down in there like this, and then I'll have to screw this into it. But that's basically how it all goes. And we got a several day window here where there's no rain, so we gotta get this done now. And because I have to, which I'm going to show you how all this goes, but basically we're going to slit the metal roof, and then this slides up underneath of it so that the water sheds down across it, and then I have to cut this for the ribs, but you're going to see all that here shortly. Mama doesn't like get on the roof, so I'll have to try to film as best I can up there.
No, I do not like the roof.
Alright, so we got to figure out how to, I need to get this to an 8-inch. I can take this up and trace this thing, because this is a lot lighter.
Yeah, you could.
So if I can make this thing 8 inches, then I can just trace that.
What's that right now?
9 or so.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of hard to, I need to get a...
Hey, there's the doggies. They've been out playing. There's Tess. Oh, there's Tess. I love the dogs.
What do you think, guys?
They're out enjoying the sun. It is nice. Sunny day today.
Alright, right at you.
Oh, are we ready? You got it? Let me see.
Yeah. So we're about 8 inches right there.
Okay,
So,
perfect. Well, that'd be much easier to trace that.
yeah. I should probably go a little bit more than 8 inches. I'll let this thing out because it's going to be, I don't want it to be really difficult to slide that thing through, but I don't want it too big also.
Did you watch any videos on this yet?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want another gutter
What's in it?
rehab. Yeah.
That should be good. I'm sure there's other ways to do this that's more correct, but I don't know how to do this. I don't know, so I'm going to do it this way. So, although, you know,
What?
I'm not sure. That's looking. Give me my tape. What the heck happened to it?
Right here.
Because what I'm seeing here makes it almost look like if I center this thing.
Well, talk us through it because I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, because I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, I'm about 4 inches.
I can't see anything.
4. So roughly 4. We're roughly centered there. So yeah, we're over our 2 inches. We're at like 2.5 or more, so we're good there. So we got, because I said 2-inch clearance.
Yeah.
Did you look it up again?
Yeah.
All right, so I guess that should be it right there.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Oh, never mind. I was thinking once you put your 2x4s in there for your box, but we're not adding anything to the side.
Yeah, that side's staying.
Okay.
Alright. So there's our mark.
Here, take them up there. They can't see it. I can't hardly see it.
So there's our circle. I'm going to cut that out and hope that it all goes well. Okay, so All right, well, here we go. It just seems something inherently wrong about drilling holes in a good roof. But this is what we got to do. There's a hole in our roof.
Oh my God, there's a hole in our roof. Our brand new roof.
I'm going to use a jigsaw and then cut around it, I think. So I don't know if I need to drill another. I may just try to get the jigsaw up in there and try to cut it.
Yeah.
Here we go. Gotta cut a hole. Or actually a bigger hole. We already cut a hole technically. Now we're just going to make a bigger one and hope that it's right.
It'll be loud.
Yeah, I probably should
And
have
messy.
my...
Come for us.
Now what I just was thinking was there's supposed to be an air gap around the metal Bestos pipe too, or is it supposed to just fit right in?
Well, we'll have to look that up. I thought you said you watched videos on this.
Well, that part
This is exciting and scary all at the same time. Oh, I will be so happy to have heat because it is definitely getting chilly, but oh, if we don't get this right, we're gonna have a mess.
Yeah, we got to look that up real quick and see, because I may have to do this hole a little bit bigger.
Okay. All right. Well, hold on, guys. We'll be back. I gotta go look stuff up. Yeah.
Okay, so my thought was right that we would still need a 2-inch air gap even up here. I just had that thought too late. So now I got to mark this 2 inches and cut it again. That sucks because this stuff is a pain to cut, and I could have been done.
So now we have an even bigger hole.
That's probably still not even big enough. So I think I'm gonna have to get up on the roof and set that down in there and then take some measurements.
Yeah. Well, we gotta get our box made too here.
Yeah. I gotta slit the metal to slide that thing up in there. All right, guys, so we got the hole in. I'm gonna be slipping this down in, securing it. I had to loosen these up first. I think it's gonna look like we're gonna have our 2 inches all the way around this. Oh, almost dropped that thing down in. It's on these, sits right on these ribs. That's kind of not good. I don't know if that's going to cause a problem or not. I really might have to trim that out. Well, let's see if we got our 2 inches. Oh. I know, I'm just trying to figure out. Oh yeah, you probably have to come up there, or I got the level. Never mind. I got to figure out. Nope, this is solid. The flashing's a different. The flashing's a different piece. All right, so I marked that just so I know where that's going. But that is a bummer, because like I said, I have to cut that rib. But it's all going to be under the flashing anyway, so I suppose it's not a big deal. I know this is what you're supposed to do, but it still just doesn't help the feeling of it being wrong. because there's two pieces here. I wonder what was going on. Hey, can you give me that little hammer down there? I just cut it. I'm just gonna hammer it flat and just leave it there. Yeah. Too slick with these pants.
Grippy.
You would think, but they are not. Now, so I marked on this with a magic marker up here, so I would be roughly where I need to be. I just gotta put some sealant on these things. Okay. And everything's wanting to fall everywhere. All right, I'll screw this in, then I'll get the level on it and then adjust these things. That's where we should be, is right there. Kind of a mess, that's for sure. Should have brought a napkin or something up here. Are you down there anywhere? I don't know if you'll be able to get it up here or not. I got this stuff everywhere. How's that look from where you're at? Like it's lining up with our, look like it's lining up with our pipe. Alright, so I think we're pretty good right there. You can see our right in the bubble. So I think we're good there. Now some more cutting and fitting for the flashing that goes over top of this. This is going to be a bit of a pain here. I'm not really sure. I watched it done on YouTube, and then a guy at the fireplace store kind of gave me some tips on how to do it. The thing is, here is this little piece here on the flashing is on the rib, so I'm probably going to have to take that piece of flashing off to be able to get this thing completely centered on there, which is a bummer. Now he said just to mark here, make a slit, and then this whole piece here, there's a faint line, you can kind of see it. This slides underneath the metal. And then down here, I'm going to have to notch for those two ribs. And then just, I guess, goop it all up with our stuff there. I'm going to have to get that other piece of tall pipe put on here also. And then our storm collar. So this thing just kind of twists on, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of twists on and locks. So hold on a second here. You may have... Oh, not that. I mean, I guess I'll try to get it up there because I will need it. The lock ring. Yeah, there's that silver lock ring. I don't know. That's better. Get over here, guys.
Here's your ring.
Hold on. All right. I just got them because it wasn't level. We've got a little bit more of a gap on the one side. Oh, there, we're pretty good right there. Yeah, we're pretty good. Get over here, guys. That looks pretty good. And how high were we supposed to be above the peak? Do you remember? 3 feet? Don't know if I can hook onto one of these screws and run the tape down. Yeah, almost went through. All right, so we are not enough. We're 1 foot 3 inches. Yep. So we would need one more section of pipe. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that it would be enough. That's a bit of a pain to put on. Oh, I gotta put this the flashing on first.
Oh, yeah.
Duh.
Well, maybe you bet no. I gotta give you these.
Oh, yeah, you gotta give me those first.
It's gonna be harder to get to you, though. Oh.
All right. These are kind of flimsy for as expensive as they are. It's very chintzy. Bends real easy. That's a little better. Always making my life more difficult. I'm just gonna have to hold this up. What's going on here? Far that there's no way to do it. I thought when I got up here, it looked like it was completely freaking crooked. I was like, what is going on? Okay, after a bit of fighting, I got this slit and got it slid up underneath there. Pulled it out from underneath the roof. Roof's getting slippery with all this stuff on it. Notching out for the ribs. Actually, I think that looks pretty good, surprisingly. All right, so we got her all on. I got to get some high heat silicone or something to put around the storm collar right here yet, but all the flashings on don't look super pretty, but it should not leak. So that completes the exterior install for the most part, and then we'll come back with a part 2 where we finish all the inside sections, the hearth, the backing for around the stove, and get the thing fired up for the first time.